Welcome to Coffee Havoc number 2. I had to delete the video that I just posted or just recorded because somebody didn't respect the damn lights. So, we're going to do this again, and I'm going to try to keep it PG-13. I'm a little mad, but I'm going to be fair. Alright? And for the state of the record, I am not a Trump supporter in any way, shape, or form, and if you do, that's on you. I got nothing against you personally, but yeah, might want to smell what the rock is cooking versus the stuff that this racist is shoving down your throat. Alright, so, and yeah, I called our president a racist because it's evident, and I've made a video about it. And not for hate speech. I posted videos that were stated a fact to back my shit up. Anyway, so here we go. If this YouTube, Facebook thing stops popping up on me. I'll show you the article. Trump activist Candace Owens, blah, 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 blah. So here we go, because the Facebook bubble just popped up. So I'll read it again. Trump activist Candace Owens says black Americans react like trained chimpanzees when a black person is murdered. This is the video that I played. It's 40 seconds.
Down families was a symbol of who we are, and that is so unique to Black America. I won't subscribe to it. If that people say that's how you have to be black. That's how you have to be black. Listen to your psychological conditioning. If to be black, you can't speak in proper English, or you're acting white, right? To be black, you instantly have to jump up like a fucking trained chimpanzee. Excuse my language, like a trained chimpanzee every single time the media runs a story and act angry and riot and talk about how pained you were to see this happening to black people, but keep your mouth shut. Right? When it happens black on black. Because if you talk about the black on black crime, you're a race traitor, right? To be black, you need to celebrate LeBron James.
Okay, one, I'm not a sports fan, and I can care two squats about LeBron James because I don't do basketball. I think that's a sport. I'm not going to swear to it. But anyway. So, first I'm appalled that this young black lady called black Americans trained effing chimpanzees. That's like a low blow. I'm not going to reread this. You guys can find this on the indy100.com. That's www.indy100.com. Alright. So, let's get into it. She's a 31-year-old conservative contemporary made the comment during the live stream. I will read what she said. Because I got some disagreements and some more disagreements, but mostly I have grievances about this. I'm multicultural, so I can chime in on this fairly, or as fair as possible. We all know that I am not a Trump supporter. I do not dislike you if you support Trump. I just question your moral compass. Alright? And if you vote for Trump, hey, knock yourself out. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't change your vote. That's not my job here. So she says, if to be black, you can speak proper English, or you're acting white. And you says you can't speak improper English, or you're acting white. Right. I don't know why she kept adding the right, but I guess it's like the word like. Everybody uses like a lot. To be black, you instantly have to jump up and act like effing trained chimpanzees, excuse my language, like a trained chimpanzee every single time the media runs a story, and act angry and riot and talk about how pained you are when this happens to black people. But keep your mouth shut when it happens to be black on black crime, because you talk about black on black crime, you're a race traitor, right? Alright, we can get off all the damn rights. So that's what she said. Alright? And all these black models and actors and stuff and whoever else they are came in and they said their piece. You know, I'm not gonna read all that. Y'all can find that crap. It was on Instagram, but she said this on a YouTube live and stream, so we know who's not going to subscribe to her. That would be me. But mostly because she's a Trump supporter. You know, I don't have a problem with her being a Trump supporter. I have a problem with her thinking that black people are effing trained chimpanzees. I will give her credit. So, to sound like a hypocrite, because this is hypocritical. I will give her credit. She is correct about how most black people don't say anything when it's a black on black crime. Most black people ain't me. I don't let anybody get away with nothing when I make my videos. If you are black, if you are white, if you are Asian, I have made a video about you somewhere if you have done something wrong. For instance, the black guy that attacked the Chinese guy who was a bag man or was collecting cans or whatever. That black guy straight up said he fucking hate Asians. So if he looked at me today, he wouldn't know what the hell I am. Because most people who haven't really seen mixed people don't really know what mixed people are. And they politely ask, what are you mixed with? And I politely tell them, I am Cherokee Indian, I am black, and I am white. Or sometimes I go, I am Cherokee Indian and black. Sometimes I leave the white off. However, I stopped doing that a few years ago because you have to accept all of you or none of you at all. So, this young lady proceeds on, besides using the word right. The only point she made that I can't agree with was that when it's a black on black crime, no one really says anything. No, they really don't. Unless your name is James Williams Jr., who calls it all the way down the middle. There are lots of black on black crimes. The reason why most people don't say it is because no one's recording that shit unless it's bum fights. And no one's really jumping back on it. It's the same thing with Asians. Asians don't really record other Asians beating each other up unless it's making a movie. No offense, Asians. And the thing with that is, if it's not happening in Asia, like if it's not going on in China, Japan, or Singapore or something like that, then 9 times out of 10, if an attack is breaking down in an Asian country, it's mostly committed by an Asian, with the exception of the time the 3 young black men who come from money decided we're gonna rob the Gucci store, but we come from money, but we're gonna rob the Gucci store. And Donald Trump had to go over there and convince China to let these 3 black guys go. Just like he had to say something to the young white man who was in Korea that got in trouble. Okay? But here's the thing. Those are isolated incidences in those countries. In America, we're the only country where criminals come in all colors. Where if you go to somewhere like Africa versus South Africa, where mostly is predominantly a white-reigned area, then you have criminals that are black and white. Versus if you're just in a different part of Africa where there are no white people, then there are only Africans that are committing the crimes, then you have that. Where here in America, blacks, whites, Asians, they create the crime. And sometimes they create crime on themselves. And I tell people all the time, and I get laughed at, I get chewed out about it, you are in more danger from someone with your same skin tone than you are from someone who has a different skin tone. Because you have that trust that, oh, we brothers. You ain't gonna do shit to me. And the same thing with somebody of a different color. We brothers. You ain't gonna do shit to me. And that, get your neck through. And people don't understand that. So, I will give her credit. There is a lot of black on black crime. But what she failed to mention is how few coverage that is. Now, for instance, I posted a video the other day with a black cop choking a young black man. I didn't let that slide. No. But I also didn't blame Trump. It's a video. I also didn't go out and call black people trained effing chimpanzees. And I wonder if YouTube flagged her for that hate speech. Because I got flagged for something that wasn't hate speech. Because I was trying to inform people about LGBTQ community. And that video got flagged. But it wasn't hate speech. It was informing of how they was murdered. But she's going around calling people of color, specifically black people, effing chimpanzees. As it is also written in this fracking article, if this Facebook bubble would stop popping the frack up. In big bold letters. Now everybody know if you were born from 1982 all the way back down to 1940 something, black people were referred to as chimpanzees, or gorillas, or monkeys, or apes, or any kind of primate or primate thing. The only thing we weren't referred to as Gigantopithecus. Alright?
Well, what is it?
I don't know what the hell that is. Sorry, the wrong button. Damn you, technology. Anyway, the bottom line is, you can't call it all the way. Don't call it at all. And she's like 1,000% right on the black people, but not the effing chimpanzee part. But where she's wrong is, how often do we cover a black on black crime? How often? It doesn't make the news every day. It doesn't. Because no one snitches on blacks who commit crimes on blacks. So she's on the point there just a little bit. But she forgot something. When the DC Sniper was out, she's probably not old enough to know the DC Sniper, but when the DC Sniper was out, first off, the profiler got it wrong. The profiler told everybody that the DC Sniper was a white man. So everybody's going around looking for a white man. The entire time, the DC Sniper was 2 black dudes. Excuse me. That being said, if the DC Sniper was 2 black dudes, and I gotta make a second call, BC